Hello,
Hey,
Viewstoners.
Hello there.
Bustoners. We missed you.
We did. We had another episode recorded, but
We'll
because
aim
of
better next time.
OBS, we don't
Yes.
have an episode recorded. So here
Yeah,
we are.
you pooped your pants because of
Oh, don't
OBS.
worry. I'll just make sure to fast track the edit on this one and get it out on Thursday.
Oh
Well,
wait, did
I
I
will
pick
make
the right
sure to.
gun? Hold on, what gun am I? What gun do I want for this again? I can't remember now.
Probably the Breaker Incendiary.
Yeah, if you don't have the breaker incendiary, any rapid fire gun. But
Yeah.
anyway, Viewstoners, we are here. We are down a Jason,
do.
and we will be down a Jason for like 2 weeks, unfortunately, because
I think
he
it's
is
2 or
in,
3
Because he loves
weeks.
his family more than he loves us.
and that is a
Well,
good
no,
call.
no. It's because he has suicidal tendencies. You know, like the band?
Like tickets to the band.
Yeah.
Man, if he had tickets to the band and it didn't tell us, that'd be super rude.
That would be very rude. Okay, where we dropping? Where we dropping?
Let's drop here.
No. I think I'm gonna drop here.
Okay,
Yes.
close enough.
Jason is in America visiting family, and we have told him
In
expressly,
the America.
indeed, in the US of America.
The
We've-
ultimate states of America.
Apparently. We have told him to stay away from all schools, political rallies, or just like just white people. I think he would be okay if he just steers clear.
Yeah.
Probably will be a-okay. Deon, you're currently a phantom on my screen, which is
Oh, am I?
interesting. Yes.
That's pretty
Am I a
cool.
beautiful phantom?
You know you are. We're
Okay.
currently making pottery.
Nah. I didn't get it. This is a movie
I'll-
podcast. Keep yourself
Sorry.
keep yourself in line here.
Sorry. That's my bad. But yes, Jason, in case you watch this episode, we miss you. Stay safe.
You can watch it on the plane on the way there.
Yes. Edit
Absolutely.
quickly,
That is my
Marcus.
time. Well, yeah, fucking.
Well, look, I've been to America and it was like a 22-hour flight.
Jesus.
And because of how time
Fight for
works,
your life.
we arrived before we left.
Time is a flat circle.
Yeah. I mean, it is. Yeah, he's going West
Yeah,
Coast.
he's going
So,
West
yeah.
Coast.
He going far,
Far.
all the way to California.
California.
way. There's little internet out California way.
Yeah. Bah, bah. So before I talk about the 17 movies I watched this week, why don't you guys
No.
talk about some of the movies you watched this week?
Marcus? I mostly just
Deon?
I watched TV shows. I got up to date on The Boys. Really liked that.
Oh, so you finished season 4.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
Really good time. Really good finale. I don't
Yeah.
want to spoil it for Thomas, but
Well, just to
It's
give you an idea of
worth
how good it is, Thomas, IGN gave it a 4.
Oh wow! So it's like the best piece of television
Yeah.
to ever exist. Oh, there's a friendship
so-
right here.
Super entertaining. And Christ, what else did we watch? We were watching Great News,
hmm
which is like a Little Stranger production, Tina Fey's production house.
Oh, yeah?
From like it only had 2 seasons, and it is like mega cringe.
In a good way?
Yeah,
Or in a
yeah,
bad way?
in a good way. It's like a young woman who's sort of working at a news agency, and she wants to sort of prove herself, and then her incredibly, unfathomably overbearing mother has like a late in life dream to sort of get into that news business world, and then joins as an intern.
Amazing. That's a good
yeah.
setup.
Yeah, it's a really good setup, and we got up to date. We watched a bunch of Yellow Jackets season 2, which is pretty good. A little drawn out,
Nice.
but good. There was
This
something
way,
else
this way, this
we
way.
watched like a whole
Follow me.
bunch of, but I'll think of it. Marcus, what have you watched?
Okay. This week, let's see. We TV show wise, we also finished The Boys. We
Nice.
started on last year's season of Futurama.
Nice.
And this week we'll probably start on either Gen V or The Bear.
I
Do
want
the
to
We haven't
bear.
start
decided which
yeah.
Do the
one.
bear. Do the
I
bear.
mean, we're gonna do both, but which
Do-
one first?
Do the bear first.
Okay, fine.
Trust.
And then for date night, we obviously rounded out the Lord of the Rings trilogy because
Trilogy.
they tried so hard to make those movies good and succeeded.
And succeeded, yeah.
Return of the King. So that was fun.
Is Return of the King? I know you said it wasn't as bad as you remembered, or as bad as people say, but is it as drawn out as I remember
The
end?
ending is definitely as drawn out. That movie ended like 5 times. I remember vividly being in the cinema, watching that one, and being like, "Oh, okay, we're getting up. Oh wait, now we're getting up. Nope, no, we're not. Nope, now."
I remember
Look, the
watching
epilogue
that.
is long, yes, but because it's one of the few parts that the extra scenes added in the extended edition, it doesn't feel as long as it used to.
Ah, that's fair.
If
Okay.
that makes sense.
And it's
But I
earned.
mean,
It is just very long.
it is earned. Like it is long, but it is well earned, and that epilogue, like
Gives you
that
tears,
is some
man.
true emotional shit. It really is.
Hmm.
Because like in every
Horizon.
scene, like one of my favorite things is like when all Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin are back in the Shire, and all the other hobbits are just excited about this big pumpkin, and you can just see this emptiness in their eyes. And all of
Yeah.
them is like, "What is the point of this life anymore?" You know,
I guess
it's
that's why he goes to
rough.
the Grey Havens.
Hmm.
I remember vividly watching that film. It's the first film I've ever gone to the cinema with my mother to watch, and she fell asleep.
Oh wow.
I mean, of course you did. The theatrical cut was like 3.5 hours. Memory serves.
Yeah.
In some places, they actually had an intermission.
I remember when we watched Titanic in the cinema and they had an intermission, and I was like, "Wow, this
Yeah.
movie is the longest movie that will ever be made."
And then you were immediately proven wrong.
Instantly.
Yep.
I just remember how
But yeah,
confused everyone was by the intermission.
like Return of the King is a great way to spend 4 hours. It really
It
is.
is.
It just is.
Well, now you have thrown down this gauntlet, and Sarah and I are going to watch all three next week.
Fantastic.
Talk about overcompensating, eh?
Nope, just regular compensating. Oh, Jesus.
Danger close.
I got killed by Sharon. I haven't used a stratagem yet. What the hell is wrong with
Yeah,
What are
me?
you
neither. I'm
doing?
so unfocused.
Get your
I
head in
was
the
like,
game.
oh wait, I got stratagems.
Yeah, right. Maybe
Um,
that'll
Oh,
help
we
make
don't have
things
to
a little
carry
bit easier.
Jason, so I'm feeling so relaxed.
Do you know how stressed I am? Do you have any stressed I am?
Oh, calm down.
It'll be
Called myself
fine.
Anyway,
right
yeah.
now.
So you guys are going to watch all three next week.
We are,
Alright.
but your viewing of do grab samples because we all need
Yeah.
them again. Your viewing of Lord of the Rings provides me with a natural segue into one of the westerns that I watched this week.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, I watched
Does
more
it
than one western
does it
because
Of
star?
course.
once you watch a western, you got to watch more than one.
Yeah.
It
Does it
is
star
a.
Viggo Mortensen?
Do you know it does star Viggo Mortensen?
Ah, that's the link.
Yes. Wait, follow me. Where are you people going?
So we
I don't
saw a
know.
shiny thing.
I'm running towards enemies.
Okay. Well,
I'll run towards you then. I'll pretend you're my enemy.
only if you pretend.
Alright. Alright,
Otherwise it's too scary.
so what did Viggo Mortensen do?
Viggo Mortensen stars in a western that came out this year called The Dead Don't Hurt. And
Alright.
it is really fucking good. And so we're sitting there and we're watching, and credits roll, and it's incredibly well made movie, well written. There's like no movie speak in it. Everybody in it looks like they would be in the Old West, which is one of my biggest criticisms for a lot of modern westerns. Is like the people in it are way too pretty to like
Yeah.
have existed in the old west, sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah. Like very
And-
well nourished and good skincare routines and
It's just like there's a lot of very obviously like, okay, they cast some models to fill out some of these roles where it is immediately distracting and bad, and not in this movie. In this movie, everybody feels like
an
they
uggo.
belong in the old west. The only one that's out of place is kind of Viggo Mortensen because he's very, suave and charismatic.
Nice.
And it's very good. And like I said, we're sitting there and credits roll. Oh Jesus.
Ah,
And it turns out that Viggo Mortensen wrote, directed, and composed the score for it.
Oh, what an
What?
asshole. I hate him.
Oh, look out, Deon! But not only that, there's a scene which I will give no context to, where Viggo Mortensen is a knight, like a medieval knight, and
Yeah?
on the side of his horse there's a sword, and I'm just like, holy shit, that's his sword from Return of the King.
Jesus.
He
He
brought
just straight up
'cause-
has Andúril, Flame of the West,
Yes!
strapped to his horse.
Yes, he does, and I absolutely know that he has one of them. And
Oh, I know he does.
also another thing that is in that movie that I'm like, is he's got a really like distinctive looking brown horse, and I'm like, did you fucking bring your fucking horse from Lord of the Rings as well? Because I know that he owns that horse.
Brega. In the
Yes.
You
film.
can't own a horse, Thomas.
Okay, well, he bought
Originally,
the rights to the horse.
um, King Theoden's son, Theomer, not Theomer, I'm confusing names now. King Theoden's son, the one who dies off screen.
Aomer.
No, Eomer is called Urban's character. He's
Pull the lever,
Theoden's
Dion, pull the
nephew.
lever.
No.
It's over there.
Which lever?
That one.
I'll
Anyway,
try. This sounds
that
just feels like a
horse,
trap.
yeah, that horse was originally King Theoden's son's horse, and then it's a really cool beat in the books and in the
Yeah.
extended edition because I don't think they really bring it up in the theatrical. Like where you remember in Two Towers where Aragorn gets thrown off the cliff with a warg rider
Yes, and then his
and
horse
he
comes to
washes
fight
up on
him.
shore and then a horse comes and gets him.
Yes.
It's the same horse. It's Brega. Like because he released he released Brega in the town. Like he comes back to help Aragorn
Oh, cool.
because horses have souls and pathos in Lord of the Rings.
Well, yeah, it's Lord of the Rings. If they didn't, I'd say, what is this Mickey Mouse shit?
Yeah,
Oh man, there's a lot of bugs.
it's okay. I'm doing an airstrike, and I will supplement it with an orbital laser.
Oh no!
You mean 2 orbital lasers? Another paralyzer!
So, but anyway, yes, Return of the King is still really good. But having watched all 3 recently in a row, I'm gonna have to say like Two Towers is like the standout.
Yeah, my man.
Nah, I used to think that, but Fellowship has taken it from me.
Fellowship is so strong.
Fellowship is really strong, but like there's just something about like the initial kickoff of the actual War of the Ring, like in that film with the stakes getting raised so like immediately and viscerally. I like like that whole sequence where
You shot me. Rude.
where
It's
the
2 charges.
Uruk-hai
Mark 1 and bring me back.
start taking the Westfold.
Yes.
That's some hardcore shit.
Mark the charger, and I'll try hit it with a pod.
I can't recall offhand how to mark things when I'm not in my map. I do
Q.
not recall the button.
Yeah, right click. If you hold right click to ADS and hit Q, you will tag.
What?
Oh wait.
Sorry, if I right click and then ADS and then hit tab, that's
Yeah,
the
If you-
craziest
if
thing I've ever heard.
If you right click and then Alt Tab out of the game.
Okay, yeah, and Alt F4, yeah.
No, not
Alright.
Alt F4. You just Alt Tab out, and that'll ping.
Excellent. All right, cool. I'm on the desktop now. How do I kill them? Do I have to
You just
attack
gotta
this
believe.
recycle bin?
You just
You
gotta
hit
believe.
Windows.
No.
You hit Windows R and type
System32.
CMD. Oh, look at this thing.
Just
Look at that thing.
don't look at that thing. Don't look at that thing
Why
at all.
not?
Don't look at it. Marcus,
But
have you
you
looked at it?
say
I
oh
looked at it.
Vigo's movie was good.
Viggo's movie was so good. Viggo's movie was one of the best modern westerns I've ever
I
seen
couldn't escape.
because of just how human it was written. Like
Yeah.
there's no movie speak in that movie. Like everybody talks like a human being. All of the stakes are super real, and the ending, it's also an incredibly sad and emotional movie, and like man, it is quite heartbreaking.
Checking literally none of my boxes. Got it.
No, Moo, no! No, cat! Yeah, nice.
Yay!
Deon.
Well
But no,
done.
really check out The Dead Don't Hurt. It's so good.
I will.
And yeah, fantastic western and great, incredible directing and writing and composing from Mr. Viggo Mortensen. What
was
just
cool.
happened?
Hellbomb. I don't know what happened. It just went off. A dog set it off. It came out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere.
That was the
Yeah.
other thing I watched, which was pretty good, which is Jury Duty.
Oh, I remember that movie.
No, it's a series.
But I remember a movie, Jury Duty. Is it different?
Oh no, it's a series. Like the premise is basically, it's kind of like, it's got some The Office vibes, but the premise is basically like a dude. Oh, it's a documentary about what life is like as a juror.
Okay.
In the American legal system. But everyone involved in it, like the other jurors, the judge, the lawyer, everyone is an actor except like one guy.
Oh, okay.
And to sort of like throw him off the trail, they put like an actual recognizable actor in there, in James Marsden, who plays like a real asshole version of himself.
Nice.
Oh,
He's trying to
cool.
get out. He tries to get out of jury duty, and like just makes life miserable for everyone else. But it's really good. It's really funny. It's got some really good like Office style awkwardness and cringe. And like they did a really good job.
Awesome.
People are sort of divided on whether the guy really was oblivious, because you can see he starts being like, this is a bit wild, like this is like really weird.
Mhm.
But I think because behind the scenes they basically treated it like reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Like
Okay.
he's
So
part
they've
of
just got a
reality.
producer to guide it, sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And they did sort of like, they have these like these flow charts of like different ways that like scenes can play out, and they'll do
Right.
like hours of rehearsals and stuff. And what they don't show, like, 'cause I was also a bit like, and then I went and read, and apparently they would do like something really weird and goofy that's like makes for
Mhm.
good viewing, but then there would literally just be an entire day of incredibly boring court.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like all the stuff we're
That's a
seeing
good
is
way to
kind of-
like keep it locked down, sort of
yeah,
thing.
exactly. So like weird shit would happen and would be fucking wild, but
But they would space it out over the filming,
but it would be like super boring. But yeah, regardless, it is massively worth a watch. I really enjoyed the shit out of it.
Mm.
It
Cool.
was really fun. Yeah. You can tell I was sick
Awesome.
this week. I got a whole bunch of TV and it was
Yeah.
great. Making
You
sun while
feeling
the hay
better?
shines. Yeah. No, I basically slept the last 3 days. I pushed on a deadline, and then I felt like I was getting a cold or something, and I was just like, cool.
You were
Pop
a
2
little bit COVID-y.
Corenzacies and an Allergex, and just sleep for 24 hours, and then get up and do it again. And then watch a bunch of TV.
Damn.
It was good.
Nice.
Well, that does sound fun. Not getting sick, but
Yeah.
the other
Well, I
stuff.
mean, yeah, like I was sleeping or watching TV the whole time, so I didn't really notice much of the illness. It's pretty great.
That is great.
Oh shit!
Oh shit,
No,
I
you're
need
deploying
to lock
equipment
the
package.
coordinates. I'm going back to the thing.
Do it. We'll hold them off. We held them
Hold them
off.
off. I'm gonna set the coordinates.
We held them off. It's
Yeah,
over.
we did it. We're good.
We did it. We beat them.
Yay, we won. We won Helldiver.
We won democracy.
Good
There
for
we
us.
go.
What else did you
well,
watch, Thomas?
Many,
that was one of
many,
the 17.
many films. Well, because I watched a new Western, I was like, I'm gonna watch another new Western. A new Western that was so Western that a man made it and divorced his wife over it. I'm, of course,
Nice.
talking about Kevin Costner's
Waterworld.
Yay! Well, actually, he's kind of done Waterworld.
Sandworld.
He's done Waterworld again, but this time in the American West. It is
It's
like
Sandworld.
an ungodly expensive, like hyper big budget Western that he has himself produced. And
Yeah?
he was so in on it, like so consumed by the production itself, that his wife was like, "Cheers, bro. Bye." Like you have checked out of our life to make this movie, and I am divorcing your ass.
I assume that, of course, the movie did not do very well.
The movie did terribly.
Hooray!
It
That's great.
it in and of itself is not a terrible Western, but it does it does suffer from what I was talking about really enjoying in The Dead Don't Hurt, is that, like, man, there's like a lot of like models that they've filled out ancillary roles with, and they just stick out like sore thumbs. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing here, woman,
Because they
with
put them
very
in
obvious
bandages.
like plastic surgery and Botox?
Mm.
So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. Also, it features like one of those plot lines that I'm like, where Deon, I don't know how much you know about how awful the Old West and frontier was in America,
Yes.
but okay.
You can't not know all of that stuff and be friends with Joe.
Oh, really? Is he big on westerns?
That's he, dude. The guy literally trains horses.
Oh yes, like always forget about that.
and he
Yeah, but
makes his
he's-
own moonshine.
Yeah,
Like
he
That's
is
he's
an
a
awesome.
honest to
cowboy.
God cowboy.
He's an actual cowboy.
On a
He
steel
never goes
horse.
anywhere without without his fancy, I think, Stetson or whatever those cowboy hats are called.
Yeah, Stetson.
Yeah. So yeah,
Well,
he's the
that's
real deal.
awesome. But what I was gonna say is, so you're aware of the practice in the Old West of bounty hunting native peoples by
Yes.
scalping them and then like turning in those scalps for money.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the plot lines of this film, because it's quite sprawling, it follows like different characters doing different things, and they're all kind of going towards this one focal point, which I guess will happen in the next movie. But one of the plot lines follows the son of a guy that got killed in a raid by native peoples, and he like
Yeah.
joins up with these bounty hunters, and he's like gonna go, oh, I'm gonna go get revenge for my paw, and then he joins up with a gang of roving, murdering racists, and then it's like, oh no, I've joined up with a gang of roving, murdering racists, and they're all super awful, and they ambush the an encampment of native peoples, like women and children, when the men have gone out to hunt, and just like scalp them all. And it feels a bit like less redemption for racists and more like, oh no, it was more complicated than that, you know?
Mm.
It feels more like astroturfing than it does redemption, which is like, don't know if we can do that. We can show that times were a different, but some things, were just kind of bad. And that's a universal human constant.
Sounds like some
And
liberal talk to me.
it is, real liberal talk from Kevin Costner, personal friend of Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. He's gone
But
soft on immigrants.
But yeah, the movie itself is okay, and its ending is maybe one of the worst things I've ever seen in a movie because
wow.
because it has a next time on
Oh,
for the
Jesus.
ending.
That
Oh,
sounds like something Zack Snyder would do.
it felt like it. It felt that self-indulgent. It's like, why are you showing me a fucking next time on your movie, bro? Like, what are you doing? It was so weird. I've
That is
never
very
seen
strange.
anything like it in a movie. The only time I've seen anything close to that is like I don't know if you've seen Babylon,
Hmm.
but the end of that basically has
Oh,
a guy
shit.
go into a cinema and kind of see the future of cinema. Like, so we get like a quick 30-second like
Bringing the
hyper.
party to you.
Oh no, you're not. That's not a party.
That's
Like,
that's
oh well,
definitely
you killed it with the.
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah. It has like a quick 30-second montage of like kind of what's going to happen with the next 50 years of cinema. And
Yeah.
it makes sense in the context cuz like it's a guy like seeing it. You know, we as the
Yeah.
audience are not seeing it. He as the character is seeing it and we are seeing it as a result. It's not like a fucking
Yeah.
supercut of it. Oh Jesus, of a series. It
yeah.
really it felt like something that you would see in a series. It
Next
was like,
season on.
yeah, really did. And I don't know why.
Probably, yeah. I
Because
guess
he
it's hopeful
produced it as
thinking.
well. Like
It's
it's not
hopeful
like
thinking.
yeah. Well, okay, see,
Maybe he
hopeful
meant it as
thinking.
a threat.
Well, you see, the hopeful thinking would count, but the thing is this is part 1 of 3 that are made. Like
Oh,
there are release dates for these
maybe
next
it's to get
movies.
people. Maybe people that sort of maybe the test screenings they were like, wow, this is really unsatisfying, and then they put that in there to be like, don't worry, this will get sorted out. It's
That's
the
another
first of
Bile
3.
Titan.
Oh, it just feels bizarrely clumsy, and also like I now don't want to watch it because I'm like, oh well, I've kind of seen what's gonna happen, and I can kind of infer what the rest of the movie is gonna be. So I don't need to watch the next entry.
That's really lame.
Don't shoot me
Why?
because I asked you nicely.
No, you just told me not to.
Please don't shoot me.
There we go.
Ooh, there's something else that I watched.
Okay.
So okay, so this is going to be a deep dive into your subconscious, and you're going to have to remember something terrible, or both of you.
Remember who you are.
Yes. So, do you recall a few years ago?
Nope.
It could have been more
Yeah, I was gonna say this
than
is
like
already
Seth Rogen
wild.
made that
If you're gonna ask me to remember anything
terrible
from like
flea movie.
2020, I'm gonna say no. Bad
No,
CG
no, no. Just
movie.
before 2020. Sausage Party. Remember
Okay.
where it was just all the food stuff fucking all
Yes.
the time?
Oh yeah, isn't that like a
Yeah,
sequel or
I
something?
never watched it because I saw
Yeah.
screens and I was like, I don't need to watch that.
I watched
So,
it and it was worse than you think it was.
yeah, and
Really?
if you
It
think
is.
that's
It is.
bad,
It is honestly. It is one of those things like making base watch Batman v Superman or something. Like
yeah.
we have to sit you down and make you watch that because it's
Oh
just
god.
it'll be everything
Yeah.
in the world that you loathe.
Yeah.
I bet
It's
TJ
So
Miller's in it too.
actually,
probably
I think
it
he
was his
is.
Oh
heyday.
shit!
Um. Anyway, what I
Call
was
me
gonna
back in,
say
coach.
is there is a series now, a
What?
sequel series. Yes, it just appeared on
Utopia or
Amazon
something.
Prime. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it just pop up there.
And so I was like, out of morbid curiosity, I was like, I'm gonna watch the first episode. Surely it can't be as bad
Ah, yes,
as
yes,
the movie, and
yes.
it's somehow even worse. Don't ask me how.
Wow.
I do. I need to know how because you've thrown out a hell of a fucking statement.
I actually can't believe you
Get
haven't
in here,
seen the movie,
Marcus.
Thomas, because you hate watching that. I think would be one of the most beautiful things to witness.
Okay. For the
Yeah.
Cinebeards, I will watch it, and I will have at least one other Cinebeard in the room.
Yes.
that can then
Okay.
report back because
Absolutely.
it'll melt my brain with
Otherwise,
anger.
maybe next week we should just like do a Cinedivers Let's Watch
A
with that,
Cinedivers Let's
and just
Yeah.
get your live reaction to it because it'll be. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
So imagine the entire movie, like condensed into 20 minutes,
Oh my sweet baby Jesus!
and that somehow makes it worse because somehow there's
Wow.
still fucking like half the episode is just a food orgy.
Mm. Mm.
This makes
It
this
is
sounds
it is
so
it is
tiring.
it is bizarre to me that something that mindlessly stupid could still get made.
That's the thing. Is like it's offensive, like, but actually like intellectually offensive.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
yes. It tries to be like South Park offensive, where it pokes fun at things and whatnot, but it just ends up being actually offensive to all your senses.
Jesus.
gross.
You got to get
Gross,
on our
gross,
level here,
gross.
Marcus. You got to get on our level here.
Yeah,
Gross,
I do.
gross, 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 gross. All right, recommendations. I recommend ahead of the new film that's come out, which I'm going this week to the cinema to watch. I recommend rewatching the 1996 mid-budget blockbuster Twister because it is a good bit of fun.
Nice.
It is a solid Hollywood TM movie, and it is always nice to rewatch movies and see Philip Seymour Hoffman and mourn for what we have lost.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't here last week, so I'm recommending Long Legs and then putting my fingers in my ears and going la 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 when you try to tell me you already recommended it.
I did.
No, can't hear you. La 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 la.
But
la,
I
la,
think
la.
we lost. I think that's the episode we
look.
lost.
That's the last
ha,
episode. So
I'm the
you
only
are
one
technically
who thought to recommend that.
yes,
that color
definitely not
movie.
go to the cinema multiple times to watch it.
Yep.
Mhm. All right, Marcus, your recommendation?
I mean, like I should, by theory, just recommend Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, but I am going to rather say, watch season 4 of The Boys. Just do
Yeah.
it. It's good. It is great television.
Yeah, it's really really fun. I will say, it's maybe a little on the nose, like compared to previous seasons, like. But
Oh no, is it starting to flag?
No. I just mean like there's two critiques that aren't particularly spoilery. Like I saw a tweet which summed it up really well, which is like it suffers from the same thing that every show where there's like a character that's the smartest person in the world trademark.
Oh,
Like,
because they're only as smart as the
not as
smartest writer.
As the writers, yeah.
Yeah.
That and yeah, like the satire it got just now and then it got like a little GTA where it's not really satire anymore. It's just kind of like
pointing
like-
at the thing and saying,
yeah,
look at
and
this
just
thing.
like crossing out what it is and like writing in your thing in crayon. And it's like-
Right.
but
That's
like not so
really
much that it bugged me. Like it's definitely the most fun of the season so far. Like they're really just like letting loose and having a good time. So still very well
And
worth
like some of
watching.
the new characters that they introduce are great. Like
Look, I
Kessler,
can't
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character,
Yes,
great
big time.
character.
Big
I can't
time.
believe they introduced the character that I was able to divine from the single GIF that you sent.
Oh my god, yes.
That's
oh, my
wild.
sweet baby Jesus.
Next, you're gonna tell me they
Oh,
fucking
yes.
brought in Tech Knight. Oh, for real? Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you this because
Wait. Let's say goodbye to the
it's-
listeners first.
Bye,
Okay,
listeners.
We have been
Goodbye,
listeners.
listeners.
Good night.